What's going on, guys? I did a video about evolution versus creation. Wow, it's down there if you guys want to check it out. Because what I'm trying to do for any unbelievers, people that jump on my channel who don't believe in God, okay, I can tell you to go read a Bible. That ain't doing no good. Because if you don't believe in God in the first place, okay, telling you to go read a Bible is not going, it's not the answer because you don't even believe it. You don't even believe in God in the first place, so you're not going to pick up a Bible. Okay? So what I try to do for unbelievers, just prove to them that God exists. How can you look at creation all around this world? Male and female, male and female, male and female, and look at the mechanics of what goes into every living creature and every living being and what they do, even the insects, and how they navigate and how they operate, and all the trillions of cells that are within that creation, okay, and how it works. God used the same design on everything, okay? He'll take you and he'll give you a processor, which is a brain, and this regulates your whole body. It's just like a computer, okay? And he'll take this processor and he'll put it into the smallest insects, and the birds, and the bees, and the fish. You guys following me? So what I'm trying to say is, God used the same design, or the same method, but with different designs. Okay, so you can make a car. Let me compare it to this. All cars are the same. They have engines that take gas. Okay, but they all look different. They're made. You can get a guy who can build a car that looks like a Lamborghini. Then you got your Volvos, and then you got your trucks, and this and that. Different shapes and sizes. Some go faster, some go smaller, shorter. Slower. Some are bigger, some are smaller. But they're the same concept, and that's exactly what God has done. Okay. Again, go find that video down there that I made about evolution. Okay, because I've been in many debates with evolutionists. You got three different kinds of people in this world. You got those who don't believe in God and they don't care. Okay? They don't care. They don't have time for it. Then you got those that are actually looking, but they refuse to believe in a creator. And so they go with evolution. That everything came out of the ocean, and over the course of 20 billion years, it evolved into a perfect creation over time. It just evolved. Now, again, go watch my video and I'll show you how ridiculous that is. And then you got people who can just plainly see that there has to be a creator. Okay, guys, now let me give you one more example. Today, you have computer programmers, and what they're going to do is they're going to make a program, but that program does not quite work correctly. Okay, like me, I run machines at work, and they grind tools, and I sharpen parts, and then they get done, and I got to make all kinds of adjustments to the program to get that tool to come out of the machine the proper way. Okay, guys, this is what I'm telling you. So you get a computer programmer. He makes a line of code and does all this stuff, but he still has to tweak it, and he's got to tweak it, and he's got to tweak it until he finally gets what he's looking for. Okay, God did the same thing, but he did it much faster. Okay, he created animals, he created humans, okay, and I'm just going to go with human beings as the first example. Okay, guys, let me give you some examples here real quick, man. Let's take the human eye. Okay, you got a set of them that God gave you, okay, for a reason. So you can see what needs to be seen. Anyway, man, within this eyeball, there are trillions of cells, okay, that take in light and take in color and take in everything you see. And it's got the lens on there, it's got the retina, it's got everything going on within this eyeball, and I can't even begin to scratch the surface of what's going on with that eye. That's how precise and how precision it is. Okay, so if this eyeball is missing a lens, or if it's missing a retina, or it's missing 5,000 cells, or even one type of cell that's within that eye, okay, it's not going to work right. It's not going to give you what God designed it for. So when God was making that eye, okay, he had to get in there and redo the program, add these cells, add this, until he was satisfied that it was working correctly. Okay, you guys follow me. Now, this eye takes in light, takes in everything. It knows when it's dark. The pupil adjusts. It goes in and out and in and out. It does exactly what it's supposed to do. And it sends a signal to your processor, which is the brain. And the brain does its job, and it analyzes and everything, and it shows you, and it all goes to the brain, and you know exactly what you're seeing, how far away it is, how bright it is, how dim it is, how dangerous it is, or whatever you want to see. Okay, you have two perfect telescopes built right into your eye. Okay, it's just, dude, it's unimaginable. Like I said, if you're missing one or two cells out of the trillions that your eyes are made out of, it's not going to work right. Now, you got these birds up in the sky. Okay, they're flying, whatever, 2 miles up, 3 miles up, and they're able to spot a mouse on the ground. Okay, now, God knew that these birds, how high they fly, they got to have very, very, very good eyesight. So he designed them that way. Okay, that didn't evolve over time. Okay, these birds with their flight, with their wings, with their feathers, they got all these feathers that got to be just perfect. Okay, for them to get to where they got to go and be able to get up in the air and take flight. Okay, man copies birds. Man copies God's design. Okay, so I'm just giving you a couple examples out of the millions that are out there, even spiders, even insects. Okay, they're all made the same way with that programming. Your ears. Okay, God said, guess what? I want man to be able to hear. Okay, so right here we got two microphones that take in sounds, and they got your little eardrums in there, and you got all kinds of other things that are in there. But if you got one or two cells out of the trillions that make up your ears, it's not going to work right. Okay, now when you hear sounds, it sends a signal to your processor, to your brain, which is made up of trillions of cells. And then your brain analyzes it and tells you exactly what you're hearing. Okay, and all the animals, all the insects, all the fish, same thing. Just like the trucks and the cars. Okay, all the hardware is in them trucks and cars, but they got different shapes and sizes, different things going on. But God used the same mold, for every living creature that's out there. You guys follow me, okay? Just like what else can I use? Okay, just like you, okay? When I go to pick something up, if I don't have fingernails, I can't grab it. Okay, there's certain things that I need my fingernails for. If I do not have those fingernails, guess what? I can't grab a hold of what I want to get a hold of, and I can't get in there. So, guess what? God designed the fingernails. He knew you needed them. Okay? He was writing the program for all these designs and all these creatures and everything, even humans. And he realized that man needed fingernails, so he put them on there. Okay? When you get something in your eye, okay, your eyes automatically start watering. So God put that in there, line of code. Okay? He didn't design your eyeballs so that they continuously water where you can't see anything, like you got water, like you're constantly crying, where your eyes are flooding with water. He made them so they stay just right with the moisture. They got to be, how do I say it? They have to have some moisture in them so they don't dry out, but not so much that you got tears coming out of your eyes when you're trying to talk to somebody or you're sleeping or anything else. Okay, but if you get something in your eye, okay, guess what? Now your eyes start watering and it flushes it out. Oh my God, how perfect is that, right? That's the line of code that God put in there. Okay, that stuff just doesn't happen over billions and billions of years. So you look at your body and how it's designed. All the trillions of cells and everything that's going on inside your body. Oh my God, if this heart was not continuously pumping since the day you were born, you would be dead. Now, if there's one or two cells that are missing out of that heart, it's not going to work right. It has to be perfect. God made it perfect. Okay, your kidneys, your liver, your gallbladder, your lungs are made out of trillions of cells, and if you don't have all your cells that are needed, you breathe in with your lungs, and if they don't have the little hairs in there that flush your lungs out, then your lungs are going to keep getting dirtier. Okay, these people that smoke, your body has these automatically in there in your lungs that clean, the self-cleaning, so it takes that stuff out. Okay, you guys know that unless you destroy it over time with too much smoking. I could go on and on, guys. Okay, I'm scratching the surface. There's no way that I could ever tell you everything that's in your body that God has designed, okay, that's going on inside here. It's just, dude, your spinal cord, okay, it's protected by the bones and the spinal column that's going down, okay? Within that spinal cord is fluid that keeps it lubricated, okay? If that fluid was not in your spinal cord, you would have a big problem, okay? God designed it. If that fluid wasn't in there, you'd be in big trouble, okay? Because it wouldn't stay whatever. Okay, that fluid has got to be in there. It's like WD-40, if that's what you want to call it. It's like a grease, like a fluid, that keeps it lubricated. And again, I could go on and on. Your toes or whatever. I mean, just every bone in your body is perfectly situated. You got your so you can move your arms, you can move your legs. You got your joints, you got your hip joints, you got these joints, you got your kneecaps and the balls in your knees that keep them moving the right way, and on and on and on. I mean, guys. And again, I'm just trying to give you a couple of, examples of what's going on inside the body. And again, your body's made out of trillions of cells, and God, He's writing that code and saying, okay, we got to make this better. We got to make this work. We got to make this better. So He'll write a few more lines, throw in some more trillions of cells. Even these cells that are made up of DNA. And again, I've told you guys about DNA down below. Scientists today are just now figuring out that DNA is code. It's code, dude. It's programmable code by a higher intelligence. Okay, even scientists, now I don't agree with them, but even they are admitting that it is a code that was written. There are millions and millions and millions of strands of code that make your body work. So your cells within your body know exactly where to go and what to do. Your red blood cells, if you get a cut down here, or your white blood cells are going to go right down to where they need to be because they're already pre-programmed. They know exactly what to do. They're not just floating around in your body randomly without a purpose, without knowing where to go. These cells have a brain themselves. They know exactly where to go. They know how to get there, and how to get there on time when they need to be there. Okay, and again, I'm just talking about the human body, guys. Okay, let's take all the insects and the birds and the fish. The fish have eyes. They got to be waterproof, or we're going to have problems. The fish with the gills, and they suck oxygen out of the water. God designed all that. If it isn't just perfect, them fish they're not going to live. Okay, they got to be able to suck oxygen, because if they can't, they're dead. And on and on. The fish have hearts. The fish have lungs. The fish have everything, the vertebrae and the bones, and just like we do. Every single thing. They got a brain. They got a processor. They got whatever. Noses. You name it. But it's amazing. It is amazing. I mean, dude, when and again, when you settle your mind into thinking about it on just what God has done, okay? Again, you can't even scratch the surface of it. I'm not even scratching the surface of it, but what I'm trying to do is convince unbelievers, okay? Dude, stop. Look at what you're seeing. Don't just think that, I'm going to have sex with this girl and we're going to have a baby and that's it. Do you understand that your sperm is loaded with all your DNA, with all your chromosomes, with everything that's going to make that baby to come out looking just like you? And even act like you, and have your hair, and have your nose and have your ears? Okay, do you understand the mechanics that go into that? And that if, again, that video, and again, thank God that you have a penis that's ready to go with a woman. None of this evolved over time, guys. There's no possible way. It is just way too complex. It's unbelievable. But anyway, man, if you want to convince an unbeliever that there is a God, that he exists, that's step number one. You gotta convince people that God exists to begin with. Okay, and again, you can't tell them go pick up a Bible, go to church, and believe it that way, man. I mean, that's usually not how, they don't believe in the first place. Just step number one, is there a creator? Look in the mirror, ladies and gentlemen. Look in the mirror. Examine your body. Look what's going on. Look at how it's designed. Your nose, your ears, your brain. Dude, your brain is 85, 90% water. Okay, your head is full of water. But yet, it thinks, it processes, it controls, it regulates everything in your body. What's going on with you? Okay, it controls your temperature, your sense of direction, everything you hear, everything you see. Your speech, your learning. Everything, man. And it's made out of water. So, go to your kitchen, pour a glass of water. That's the same thing that's in your head. Okay, but yet it's alive. Living water, just like the Bible says. Living water. Okay, I don't even, Anyway, guys, I'm going to let this go. But if you guys haven't watched my other video down below about evolution versus creation, man, go check it out. You might learn a little bit more. I did my best down there too. But anyway, man, I'm into this 16 minutes. And I'm going on vacation down to Florida, so I'm going to be offline for a couple weeks. And got the bikes loaded up, and I'm going to go get some sun, do some fishing, try to have a good time. So anyway, let's go take a look at that real quick, and then I'll let you go. All right, man. Don't look at my messy house, because it is a mess. I'm in the process of moving. All right. I don't want my neighbors don't see me talking to my phone. They'll think I'm crazy. But anyway, we're all loaded up. Got both bikes here. And it should be a good time, fellas. All right. Peace out. Take care. God bless.